Well, many won't be home for the holidays this Christmas. Close to 500 hurricane victims are still being housed at two shelters here in the capital, and it seems they'll be spending the holidays there. Here's LaDon Davis with that story.
Sometimes persons leave and they don't communicate it to us. And so that is why we have taken to doing the official head count once a week.
According to Deputy Director of the Department of Social Services, Kim Sawyer, 380 evacuees are still being housed at the Kendall G. Isaacs Gymnasium. An additional 117 of them are stationed at the Bahamas Academy Hurricane Shelter, bringing the total number of evacuees to 497. Sawyer says last week Friday she was able to assess the needs of evacuees in the hopes of giving them the push they need to move out of the environment.
Some of them have been moving in with family members. Some of them have been, they have, secured jobs, and so they have accumulated sufficient funds with the help of the Department of Social Services to move on. We have senior citizens, disabled persons, so through our Senior Citizens Division to determine if we would maybe need to move those persons into one of our senior citizens' homes.
Sawyer says evacuees may have to spend Christmas and possibly the first quarter of the year in the emergency hurricane shelters due to some setbacks with temporary housing accommodations.
Because we are dependent on some other things happening. You're aware that the dome structures in Evacuees, there was a delay. And so where some of these persons may qualify to move into the domes, they are not ready as yet. And so, some other places that they may have been able to move to, those are not ready as yet. So it doesn't look like we'll be ready to, and we're not going to close the shelter. We had hoped, we had anticipated, but we will not close the shelter. If those persons do not, and if we do not have other arrangements for them.
When we asked Sawyer about the mood of the evacuees still living at the shelters, she responded this way.
Most of them would like to return. Quite a number of, for the most part, they were employed on Evacuees. Their employees, from what they're saying to us, would like for them to return. They would be willing to rehire them. It's just that they don't have anywhere for them to live.
LaDon Davis, ZNS Network News.